Please subscribe and share this video with your friends. Hi, I'm Marni Batista from Dating with Dignity. Welcome to the Dating Den. And not only did I get new carpet, I got a new co-host substitute. This is Jordan Harbinger from The Art of Charm. Welcome to the Den.
Thank you.
People sit in this chair, they come, and they're like, did Christian Anderson sit on this chair?
Oh.
And now they're going to say, has Jordan Harbinger's butt been on this chair? And I'm going to say yes.
Yes, all of it.
All of it.
All of my butt.
So speaking of like being so into who's sitting on the chair and touching it like that, after divorce, one of my clients said, I'm starting to get the hunger. Right?
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. So as women, you know, some of us get the hunger more gradually, and some of us get the hunger because we want to start to feel pretty and sexy and get over someone. So I would love if you could tell us some juicy tidbits.
Okay.
Let's just start with like basics. Because I remember when I got divorced, I would go on these dates and I would cringe when people would say, so what's your custody schedule?
Ooh.
Or,
talk about grasping for conversational topics.
Oh my gosh. Or tell me about why you got divorced. So what do you think are some big conversation don'ts for women when they're dating?
Custody schedule is definitely up there.
Okay.
How awful your ex is. I don't want to hear that. I just don't want to hear
What
that.
does a guy think? Like you said before, we were talking
we just
about
think
this.
that you're a drama queen and a smack talker and probably have some crazy guy who's going to beat my door down just for dating you, and I don't need that.
And also you said, like, if you're so agitated when you tell
you're
the
not
story,
over him also,
you're
possibly.
not over him. Because you can hear someone, they're like, you know, oh, so, and they go, and you can, their voice starts
It's
to
like
rise.
that emotional...
Yeah, so a guy will think, doesn't matter if it was a year ago or 5 years ago, he's going to interpret that as you're not over
Yeah, totally.
him yet. So what can you talk about?
I mean, there's a billion other things that you can talk about. If that's the first thing on your mind, though, you probably should be aware of that and start thinking, maybe I need to see like a shrink about this, or
Right.
on someone else. Because if that's controlling or dominating your thought process, that's not good. But you can talk about where do you travel? Where do you like to do? What do you like to do outside of work that's fun? You know, do you have any interesting skills that I should know about that would be fun to talk
what are
about?
some mad skills? Okay, so when you are dating someone, and let's say it's the second or third or divorce, fourth divorce.
Fourth divorce. Nah. By that time you can talk about anything.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's a great way to get a little piece of their relationship history without, because I don't think you need to really know the down and dirty of why you got divorced. So how can you sort of, because it's normal to talk relationship history when you're dating.
Sure.
So how can you ask about it, and then how can you share about it in a way that's going to give a guy a turn on instead of a turn off?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of tricky, but it usually comes out organically in some way that's like, rather than going, so, when was your last relationship? Like, I'll ask that from my clients, and I'll ask that depending on if I feel like I've got a good rapport with the girl. And I'll straight up say that. I'll be like, just a random question you don't have to answer. When was your last relationship? And a lot of times women are like, oh, that's fine. Oh, yeah, it was like 6 months ago.
Does anyone ever say no? Like, no, actually, I don't want to talk about it?
You know, if they did, that would be telling enough. I'd be like, okay, no problem, check please. Because then it's like, when was your last relationship? Oh, it was so terrible, and he sucked, and he broke my heart. Okay, check please, again. Right?
So if you're on a date and with Jordan, and he says, check please, you're out.
It means, I just go to the bathroom and then never come back. I'm just kidding.
Dear.
I'm just kidding.
No, I
I've
know.
never done that.
He's never done that. He is the art of charm. So if he was going to exit, he would do it in a charming way.
Right. I'd pay the bill on the way out so you wouldn't be responsible for it.
Okay, let me ask you another question. So a lot of people want to know, you know, when should you start to date after a divorce? And so you and I were talking, like, it sort of depends on the kind of divorce you had. Like, I guess there are types. So what do you think?
I mean, if you have this crazy acrimonious divorce where you're, you know, still battling it out and he's like, still trying to figure out how to leverage the kids against you and like not paying his child support and you're constantly chasing after him and if there's all this kind of like these ties and baggage, that's no good. And So you might need to wait longer to date because you're just going to drag someone else into a mess.
Okay, here's another question for you. This is like totally impromptu. So, what do you think about going online? Like, let's say you're not having that bad divorce, but it takes 6 months or a year, whatever it is in your state, for the papers to sort of go through. What do you think about going online and putting like separated or putting divorce? Do you think you need? Because I know when I was dating, I would never go out with anyone who was separated. Do you have? I totally caught you off guard.
Yeah. Although, I mean, here's the thing: if you're just waiting for the divorce to be finalized, just put divorced online.
Right. Okay.
'Cause here's the thing, right? Like, if you're dating people online, you're not gonna go, I can't believe you lied about that in your profile. Like,
Right.
yeah, and I put 5 pounds lighter, and I said my eyes were green blue instead of hazel, and I,
Right.
said I was 5'10", but I'm 5'9.5".
Okay.
Who cares, really?
Okay, so you're saying it's okay. So if you're really emotionally disconnected from
Yeah.
your divorce and the
Yeah.
papers are going, like, because I think it was Kim Kardashian and Kanye or something are looking for a house.
One of those.
And it was like a big deal, like, they're not really divorced. Is that okay or whatever it is? We're not talking about buying a house. But for online, where Jordan Harbinger is giving you permission to put divorce
Little white
rather than separated.
But the thing is, if you've been separated for a week and you're online just to piss off your partner,
Yes.
then
You shouldn't be dating.
Yeah, that shouldn't be dating. But I mean, if you're like, these papers can't go through fast enough, you're divorced.
Go
whatever.
for it.
You're emotionally divorced. It's over.
Okay, I love it. Divorce ladies, are you single?
I am.
Okay, he's single. There, I just thought I'd ask because they were
Yeah.
thinking it really
Right.
so loud that I heard it. Okay. We'll see you soon. Peace.